Hey everyone, welcome back to Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the 3DS. But last time we entered the Forest Temple. And we got 3 small keys while going to the Forest Temple. We also got a bunch of golden sculptulas while we were doing that. And then my audio decided to like dip off in one ear for some reason, but it's all good now. That's just the problem with like some cables, but you know, ow, that's fine. But yes, we got 3 small keys now, so we have pretty much full access to a lot of areas in this place. Well, technically. Our main goal for today is to hopefully complete the temple. That would be pretty neat to do in one whole episode, but yeah, the later temples in Ocarina of Time, just in general, after you go from being a kid to not being a kid, take some time compared to the normal ones. So let's head on in. We used one of our keys. We have 2 keys left. Thankfully enough, ow, don't do that. Really, don't do that. All right then. So let's continue on. This place is where things get slightly confusing from here on out. It's like, oh, hey, you just gone through a couple rooms, but now you must do the dreaded thing of pushing blocks. There are arrows painted on the floor. Thank you for that knowledge. I never would have figured that one out. So yeah, even the arrows in the 3DS version have a little bit of a flair to them. Instead of just being yellow arrows on the floor of no texture whatsoever, which they could have easily have given them a texture in the N64 version. It would have looked a little janky due to the resolution of said textures, but whatever. Just continue pushing, and then we gotta go around. So, let's see here, right here. Go around, and then we can push it again. Simple, easy, peasy. And that'll fall in the hole, which will allow us to climb it because it was slightly too tall to climb. And then we have another one that is going to be right over here, which we can kind of move out of the way, just very slightly, but we can't really do anything with it. So what we need to do is actually go back around. Head over this way, have the really creepy music playing in the background. We find this ladder here. Kind of glad the audio went out in this dungeon because this is not the best temple song, honestly. It's spooky, but I don't know. This one is just like, eh. There's better ones, technically. Okay. So now that we pushed that, we can actually go back around. Oops, I didn't even roll or anything. Like, it's just like, oh, I'm standing up now, whatever. I don't care anymore. Well, that's what he was doing. I care. He might not care. Who knows? Yeah, now that we push that, we can actually push it this way. And that gets rid of the block pushing puzzles. Anyways, come on. Push it and push it. There we go. There we go. Climb up here and have a lot of noise in the background here. I don't know why I'm getting like the I'm near enemies music when they're upstairs, but yeah, they're upstairs. Okay, and now for you. All right. And so with that, we actually head into here. Into the most technical marvel of the... Yeah, exactly. This corridor is all twisted. The technical marvel of the N64 version. How did they manage to twist a corridor like that? Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. Good point. I hate those things. So we're gonna try to not get in the way of those things at all. And just go forward. So we got some paintings on the walls here, which we can't really do anything with, but hello. So there are the... Yeah, exactly. There are the pose and the paintings, which we can't really do much with. This torch looks like the ones we saw at the entrance to the temple, doesn't it? Yeah, it's signifying that, hey, the pose is in that room. Which we can't do anything with, but now we can. Once we get rid of you here, we just need to be very careful because they can walk over that. And it's pretty much saying, hey, why don't you try walking over it? No, you can't walk over it too. You will fall right through. And I'll bring you to the northernmost room that we fought the Stalfos in last episode. Now that we got that pulled down, 2 more appear. Which is a fun time because they are still just as annoying as ever. So again, Camera, please. There we go. Okay. Attack me. Attack me. Attack. Okay, that you could have waited 2 seconds. There we go. Yeah, these ones here, you can tell that they kind of stay around. So we need to be quick about killing them. Because if we take too long, it's just gonna come back together. In the original games, you needed to use bombs and stuff, but I don't think they knew how to program that in this. Did I just like fall for a split second? All right, and with that, we get the fairy bow, which is basically the slingshot of the adult timeline. I am going to set that to a item. How about I set it to my Y biome? And then the bombs I'll set over to that because I don't really have enough magic to be using to inspire. Nothing really gets affected by it here. I mean, there will be something, and I guarantee that me switching off it and be like, oh, now you need to use it. But yeah, those paintings that we were going through earlier, back in this room. Well, this is the other room, sorry. I mean, technically it's the same way either way, but still, I'm gonna head back over to this room first because just make it a little bit easier on my brain to figure things out. So yeah, we hear those around, so what we need to do is not use that. Find where you are at. So you're gonna be up here, right? Yes, there you are. Boop. Then right behind us, and then over there. Boop. And now you can't really do much of anything to get away, so how about bam? Hello, Poe sister. You fleeing through that wall by just going through it. We have Joelle, one of the Poe sisters. Aim for her when she appears. Yep, easy peasy. I hit the wrong button. Really now? And you get down here. Thank you. The pose is definitely a very big waiting game for them. You just kind of have to just sit there and wait. And wait. There we go. Of course, if you know the tricks, you can get them to come out just a teeny bit quicker. That was a good view. That worked. People knew exactly what they were looking at. Oh yeah, that should give us a key, which we're going to need. So I'll keep that in mind. And the torch is now lit, which is basically saying the other one might be lit. So if we head back this way now, well, forward this way, I should say anyway. Now we have another torch, which basically means that there is going to be another one. Just need to find it, and it's like right there, so it's not too hard to find. I've done that like twice now. Right there. And it's gonna be up there now. And then right behind me. That was the worst Twitch shot ever. Turn slightly to the left and completely miss it. Perfect. We have Beth. I'm sorry, Beth. I'm gonna make you go pretty quickly because, yes. There we go. And that gives us actually a bigger chest, which in this case will give us the compass. I'm gonna grab those first because I used a couple arrows. Okie dokie. Now we're pretty much all set. We can see where all the chests are that we missed, which we did miss quite a few of them, but we are able to get them now. We weren't able to get them before. And that's mainly just due to how the chests were actually positioned. Yes, I gotta watch out for the shadows, so I'm going to do that by completely watching out for the shadows. Ah, we have some green ones now. Green bubble. Use a sword when its green fire vanishes. Okay. Oh, I'm actually out of a key. Uh-oh. That means one thing. We actually have to go back now. are... Yep, we have to go back now. Really? Okay. Grab, 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 grab. Okay. They changed the shadow from being circular to actually the end, and it's just even more creepy. Okay. I don't need no stairs. Now that we have that all set up and we have all 2 of these poses in this particular area, we actually need to head back in order to get those keys from those 2 chests from, well, one of them I think is a key. The other one is something different. Forest Temple, I kind of just droned through. It's not one of the best temples, honestly. I feel like there's better temples, but it's still like one of the ones that has like the most technical marvel to it, especially with this hallway. But other than that, like that's like the only real, that's like the showpiece of this entire one. Speaking of which, there is a chest in here, and I don't know how I missed it. Did I like do something wrong? Die! What? Die, please. What the heck was that? Okay. Is there something that I'm missing? Because I know if I hit this, it doesn't make the chest appear. It actually does this to the hallway. It straightens it out, which is really cool. But I am going to find out why I, Okay, so the chest is definitely somewhere around here. Is it right down? Well, there is a thingy. I don't think you can like do anything. You can't really like aim at this because it's like around the wall here. If you could, that would be amazing, but I don't think they would let you do that. I might be able to get around it this way though. Like so. Drops that chest there. That's an easy jump. I don't think this is anything special. Yeah, it's just arrows. But it is a chest. So there's that. I guess if you somehow run out of arrows, which kind of hard to do. I mean, you start off with 30, so and it takes like what, like about 5 to kill each bow. They usually drop arrows, and then any pot that you find usually drops an arrow, so yay. But yeah, now that this is retwisted, or untwisted, I should say, this room is actually different now. So what was the side of the wall is actually gonna be the bottom. So we can actually grab this very big fancy chest. And this is the new item of the dungeon stuff. It is going to be the boss key, which is sometimes called the big key, but in this case is the boss key in this one. There is a lock on the boss door, which you need this special key in order to get to. I am not gonna let you do that. I'm just gonna go over here. And let's see, the way is locked, and that is the only way forward. So how about I just do, are we seriously gonna do this again? Are we seriously gonna do this again? Okay. Okay, now they're dead. Which opens the way forward. Okay. So with that, we actually go into here. Which I am going to do that. And I am going to be very careful because I'm pretty sure there is a golden spatula right here. Okay, now I'm gonna be very careful on the way back because that kinda is a trek to get back there. There we go. Alright, so this is just an empty room, kinda to trick you and kinda have weirdness, I guess. Yeah, this room right here has this dude. The floor master. This is the thing that's in the ceiling and it will grab you. If it grabs you, it pretty much just takes you away and you have to like go all the way back. It's not fun. But these ones on the other hand are a little bit easier to deal with because they split up and then they do that. So you kind of just gotta kill them before, because they drop magic. If they grab you, they'll like kind of just suck stuff out of you, and I think it's magic. I don't remember. I think it's magic in this case. And then they'll like grow back to the right size, and then you gotta fight them again. Just kill them as soon as possible. That's pretty much just like the easiest way of doing it. But they drop magic, which is nice because that just fills up my magic gauge. All right. So that will allow us to go into here. should have... Hello. Is there something around here? Or am I thinking of, I might be thinking of the other formation. Because the other formation of this area has a... there's like a Master Quest version in this game, which is also an unlockable if you beat the game. It's like a harder dungeon mode, essentially. It has like a gem that you have to hit there, and it like changes, and it like opens up something. I don't remember exactly what I did, but I'm pretty sure there was something there, and it kind of like unlocked something. I forget exactly what it was, but other than that, that room is completely pointless to me, so I'm gonna head on forward. Now, what this thing doesn't tell you is that if you want to actually get back the way to get to where that key is, you need to actually reshoot this to open it back up. Because shooting a closed eye opens it. So you retwist it, and you head back around. So you go through the twisties and kind of speed things along by rolling, and it kind of looks funny when you do that. So now that everything's all topsy-turvy again, we have the key, we're all good here, we head back through here. And go all the way around. Honestly, if I remembered, I probably would have used Ferrari's Wind, but, whoops. My bad. I can't remember everything all the time. Honestly, that would have been useful now that I think about it. Huh. Oh well. We are already more than halfway through this dungeon, kinda. I mean, we have 2 post sisters, so that kind of gives you an idea of how far along we are. We need 2 more, and we are heading towards the next room now, which obviously means that we're going to find more stuff. Thank you. Bye-bye. And that opens this over here, which we need to break that with one of those? Or we can kind of be lazy about it. Yeah, let's do the lazy path. I mean, we could aim an arrow in order to get some practice, or... I think they kind of forgot that you had that. And it automatically hits it. You don't have to do anything. And it twists this room up, so that's useful. So now we can head back. Landing in that will just hurt you. It won't like make you warp out. It'll just be like ow, ow, ow juice, and you just kind of get it. It's like the green stuff in the crypt when you're younger, when you're getting the sun song. It's essentially the same thing. I am going to switch that over to bombs again, even though I don't really necessarily need them. Whatever. Now that this one's all topsy-turvy, we can head down this hole, which opens up this area, which this area, as you can tell if you look at the ceiling here, watch out, the ceiling is falling down. Yep, we see that the ceiling falls down, which is a fun time. So as long as we avoid that, it should be okay. Okay. So if we want to avoid the ceiling, you just kind of need to go for it at the right times. I don't know, I feel like that was faster back then. All right, so you see a bunch of shadows here. If you look up, you should be able to see the blocks. So, you notice that one of the blocks is not the right color. We need to move that out of the way before we can actually do this. So, we shoot this. And we have a minute to set this up. So, let's move this out of the way. All right, that should be good enough. The easiest way to go about this is to actually keep one in its position and then push the other ones towards it. So you're not pushing 4 blocks, you're only pushing 3. So as long as you just line up. Once you get 3 of them in place, it actually makes it a little bit easier, because if you just push one of them towards a block, and then if you push it in, then you kind of gridlock it in place, so you can't accidentally overshoot or undershoot it. But in this case, we're good. Hi there. Amy. Hi, Amy. How did I dodge that? Okay, that happened. There you go. You are a ghost. Go through the wall. Do something smart. Okay then. Okie dokie. Ah, that already gave me 4 arrows. Yeah, see, they give you like an overabundance of arrows. You're never really like strapping for arrows in this area. It's like, oh, I got the arrows, I'm fine. And that actually leads us to here. The beginning, where we hear some noise. Hello there. Yeah, she's kind of sad that we got rid of the other ones. But yeah, we can't hit her until we actually... Yeah, that's weird. We head down here. And she's like, oh, you got rid of the other ones, but now there are 4 of me and only 1 of you. Which kind of gives away her appearance right away. Meg, she splits into multiple images. You need to figure out which one is the real one. Is it this one? Yes, it is, because it's spun. This one, we don't have to wait for it to reappear. Technically, we just kind of wait for that to happen, and then we just kind of shoot. So as long as we stay in the center of the room, we just wait until she reappears. The one that spins is the one that we need to shoot. Let's keep doing that. Simple, easy peasy. I was going to say, if it was going to be constantly the one in front of me, that would have been stupidly easy. All right, and that's that. Oh, that's not speedrun trick. Because speedrun trick, you don't stand on that because then you have to jump back down. But in this case, we get to this unique and fancy room where it looks like all we gotta do is just push things around. So let's do that. Push this, and it slides. Big and fancy. And it opens up a couple ways. If we take a look around, each path opens up something. So we just need to kind of just go through and hit things as we see them. Because it opens up more stuff. So if you notice the ground on that one, it was red. Link possibly can't know this, but player knowledge. We saw what happened. It was on a red, so we just need to find a red and we can hit it. Simple, easy peasy. It's not that one. It means it has to be this one. Simple enough. Okay. And now we got one push in order to open up the other corners, which we heard a golden spatula as well. So if we get rid of you, it sounds really close by, so it has to be maybe in this room. There you are. And there's that. All right, now that I have that done, I actually do want to check. How does the 3DS game handle it? Yep, on the 3DS screen, on the bottom there, you'll notice you have all the golden spatulas in an area because it will put the symbol on the top left. So convenient. Good to know. We're pretty much completely done here. We got everything in this dungeon has to offer, so let's make use of our time and remember how this worked. So there's a switch here. And now we hit the blue switch. This one is just like, okay, rotate, hit this. Rotate, hit this. There's no real, like, you gotta push in order to go the wrong way, in order to hit this right switch to go the right way. It's just like push, click, push, click, push, click. Simple, easy peasy. There is a lot of portraits on the wall here. They're kind of fancy. Hello, I'm clicking. There we go, that's weird. All right. Time to see the bigger, fancier portraits. Got a lot of them here. It's a nice little gallery, but nothing really to do here until... Yeah, it's not really him. Phantom Ganon, the evil spirit from beyond. My only question is, how did he get his horse in here? That is my only question. So yes, he is going through the paintings here. So we have a shooting gallery, literally. So we just need to find the one that he's actually coming out of. You'll notice that he's actually coming out of multiple paintings. We just need to find the one that he's literally coming out of. So also, I'm actually gonna see if this one handles it this way, but it sounds like, yeah, like that you can probably sort of maybe hear it. I honestly can't tell, but he's not doing a real good job at hiding things. Yeah, that was a little obvious. Yeah, see, now he pops off now. So we have Phantom get in directly. He's the evil ghost of the Forest Temple. He came out of one of the pictures. Yeah, thank you, Navi. Answer his magic attack with attack of your own. Yep, so we can't actually use our bow. So a magic attack of our own. So all we gotta do is just whack it back at him. Okay. You gonna try that again, buddy? Okay. That was slightly off. Try that again. Okay, slightly off. Let's try that one more time. Tennis! 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 Ow. Darn it. We're playing tennis now. So how about we do this one more time? What is it? Considered 45? Is it a deuce now? Alright, it gets kind of faster though, really. Game, set, and match. Hey kid, you did quite well. It looks like you may be gaining some slight skill. But you have defeated only my phantom. When you fight the real me, it won't be so easy. What a worthless creation that ghost was. I will banish you to the gap between dimensions. It's actually surprisingly easy. Then again, I had quite a few shots where it's like, oh, just hit it. There's a lot of times there's a lot more like tennis, but you know. All right, so let's head on out. Thank you. Because of you, I could awaken as a sage. I am Saria, the sage of the Forest Temple. I always believed that you would come, because I know you. No. You don't have to explain it to me, because it is destiny that you and I can't live in the same world. I will stay here as the Forest Sage and help you. Now please, take this medallion. You received the Forest Medallion. Saria awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. I will always be your friend. Calm down, Link. He's sitting there laying on the ground. Ah! Hi there, I'm the Deku Tree Sprout. Because you and Saria broke the curse on the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. Thanks a lot. Hey, have you seen your old friends? None of them recognized you with your grown-up body, did they? That's because the Kokiri never grow up. Even after 7 years, they're still kids. You must be wondering why only you have grown up. Well, as you might have already guessed, you're not a Kokiri. You're actually a Hylian. I am happy to finally reveal this secret to you. Some time ago, before the King of Hyrule unified this country, there was a fierce war in our world. One day, to escape from the fires of the war, a Hylian mother and her baby boy entered this forbidden forest. The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. The Deku Tree could sense that this was a child of destiny whose fate would affect the entire world, so he took him into the forest. After the mother passed away, the baby was raised as a Kokiri, and now, finally, the day of destiny has come. You are a Hylian, and were always bound to leave this forest. Now, you have learned your own destiny, so you know what you must do. That's right, you must save the land of Hyrule! Now Link, break the curses on all the temples, and return peace to Hyrule. It was a surprise to learn that Saria was one of the sages, wasn't it, Link? I wonder how Sheik knew. Anyway, off to the Temple of Time. Good job, Navi. That's exactly what we're doing on the next episode. You are taking my job away from me. You should stop that. Anyways, yes, to the Temple of Time on the next episode. I'll see you all then.